Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans and football fans alike, welcome to Turnbuckles and Touchdowns TNT, the one-stop shop for all things pro wrestling and football. I am your host, main event JD John. Doubt if this voice and handsome face looks familiar, I'm also the co-host, founder, and CEO of the Ball and Bernie podcast. But here on this new adventure, here on TNT, to give you the latest and greatest in all football and pro wrestling news, and I couldn't do this alone. I had to kick things off with one of my guys, my right hand man when it comes to this thing. If I'm the quarterback, he's my wide receiver. If I'm the champion, he's also a champion. My guy off the bench himself, Mr. Herb Bridges himself. BH Herb, what's going on?
Not much, man. It's your homeboy, Big Herb, the king of debauchery, that's the head of the podcast, off the bench. How's it going, Jay?
Oh, what's going on, man? What's going on? Appreciate you coming on.
Anytime, bro.
Hey. For those who are tuning in, and this is kind of the debut pilot, if you will, for TNT, I had to do this. I had to do this right with the man I know best with pro wrestling and football. So if you have not done already, hit that subscribe button here on YouTube, and if you're listening on Spotify, hit that follow button. I've got new content coming out week by week, especially if I want to keep this thing growing week by week. Hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. Give me a Dave Meltzer 5-star review, if you will. Let's get started.
Everybody's attention now.
Start with the first T in Turnbuckles and Touchdown, that being Turnbuckles. We are about to wrap up the John Cena Retirement Tour. We've got 4 dates left across 6 weeks. San Diego Survivor Series War Games, which he won't be a part of War Games. 2 Monday Night Raws, with his last one being at Madison Square Garden, November 17th. And then obviously his final match being in Washington, D.C., his Saturday night's main event. Overall, I want to get your thoughts on this whole retirement tour, just year for Cena.
Man, it's been a ride as a fan of wrestling. It's been a ride. It has its ups, it has its downs. It's mixed reviews. Um, from seeing him fail to get into the Royal Rumble, to get to the main event at WrestleMania. During the Royal Rumble, we've not only seen him put people over like Jay Uso.
So,
We've seen him go ahead and make a heel turn that people have been begging for him to do for the longest time. And even that had its ups and downs. Um, I think the swerve was really great, because none of us expected it. But also, it's had its mixed reviews. Like, I mean, WrestleMania was definitely not anything to clamor over, because, I mean, why the hell do we need to have, um, what's the dude's name?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott even pop up. I think John Cena is just too good for that. I mean, dude, there's a reason why a lot of people call him the GOAT for a reason. Do I think he's a GOAT? Nah. I still think Stone Cold or Ric Flair is one of the greatest, but I mean, that's just my opinion. Um, but it also had but you also had those matches like SummerSlam. That was amazing. And seeing him take the L. But then you have situations in SummerSlam like, why the hell is Brock Lesnar even here? It's like, dude, we didn't ask for this. Um, and then on top of that, he still has allegations against him. So why is he even here? Um, and my thing is this, yeah, we know it's money, but it's also just like, dude, come on. And even the one thing that I even think is that was kind of like, damn, that's actually kind of smart. As much as we had the rumors were going around about CM Punk not wanting to go overseas to to what's the name of the place?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. He got CM Punk to go ahead and have a big match at Saudi Arabia. Um, it's been a wild ride. And to see him actually his career come to an end here, it's just like wow. Definitely wasn't expecting it. But yeah, sorry about that. But no, it's been a ride, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I can't complain at all. It's just I could complain, but nobody cares about what your thoughts are. But no, it's definitely something to look forward to. I'm definitely not getting the tickets to his last match. Number one, I just don't have the money. Number two, some of the things I'm not going to explain on this podcast about why I'm not really rocking with some of the things that they are doing. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the DC event, his Saturday night's main event, I think it's already sold out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's sold out. I remember a report saying there was only 13,000 tickets available and they had like 60,000 people in the queue.
I mean, it's not. I don't. Yeah.
I don't doubt it.
And then on top of that, I mean, 47 and 45 is deciding the show. I heard rumors about him trying to come in, and I'm not really rocking with that. Like I said, I'm not going to get too deep into why I really don't want to. Um, but no, it's just
Yeah.
I just it's been a wild ride. Just as far as just seeing him being able to just enjoy, just to see his ups and downs throughout his career. We've had people say like they hate him as a wrestler. Even the punt, even the what's the name, the promos as far as you can't
Yeah.
wrestle. It's still like it's. But see, here's the thing: like you've seen him over the years become one of the best, not only wrestlers, but I mean just sports entertainers because you're here to be entertained.
Yep.
But it's also like, look, I mean, to see him throughout the last couple matches, to be giving shout outs to all of his competitors over the years. I mean, we've even seen him do the edge spear,
Yeah. Yeah.
doing the ramp up, and then seeing because obviously we would love to see Edge come back. I'm sorry, Adam Copeland come back, but I mean seeing Copeland go ahead and doing the five knuckle shuffle. Shout out to him, and I mean, and that was amazing. I mean, seeing Cena do a tombstone, Styles Clash,
Sister
RKO.
Abigail.
I mean, just all of that is just like amazing, and it's just like wow, dude. Like we really we've been spoiled over the years, and we have to give his credit. I mean, he is on the Mount Rushmore, whether you like it or not.
Yep. And when you're talking about Mount Rushmore, he's got to be what, one or two, especially these last 25 years.
Yeah. I mean, I will never put red and yellow on there. I'm not even gonna say his name.
Mm-mm.
Um, number one, I just don't think he was a great wrestler anyway. But you got to put Cena on there. You got to put what's the name? You have to put Ric Flair on there. Stone Cold. I mean, you could argue Undertaker. You could argue Rock. You can argue anything, but you can't go
HBK.
against. Yeah, HBK. You can, but you cannot not put John Cena on there.
No.
I mean, he literally. I mean, other than that, who during that ruthless aggression era can you put on there? He was the only one that really was in the midst of that down period after the what's the name of it? After WrestleMania 17 when we finally had the Attitude Era come to an end.
The only other person I could think of in that post 2000 era to put on the to Mount Rushmore, Kurt Angle.
You could, but I mean, did he sell out as much as John Cena?
Yeah.
Wrestling wise, you can't you're not even gonna get an argument out. Kurt Angle wrestling He's a gold, and this is he's an Olympic gold medalist,
Two-time.
2 time with a broken freaking neck. And this is not a gimmick.
This ain't kayfabe.
This isn't like go out there with a broken neck and walk, let alone wrestle.
Can't do
Yeah,
it.
you're not gonna get. I mean, and this dude. I mean, yeah, he hates the P angle. I'm not. I don't know if you can say that on there.
Yep.
He hates that. But I mean, at the same time, dude, we got some of the best wrestling. Period. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name? The flip off the ramp
And
in
TNA.
TNA. That was
Too good.
amazing. That was amazing. It was crazy.
It's too it's too good for Kurt Angle.
It,
I mean,
it,
the career starts with Kurt Angle. I wish Cena could have retired Kurt at WrestleMania 35, but Baron Corbin had to do the
mm,
job because Vince wanted it to, but
yeah,
can't
that
can't go back and
that
change it.
that old bastard.
Bag of bones.
Just I hate him. Not only do I hate him, I hate his mustache.
His new yellow hair.
Oh my God, it's the worst. Oh God, I can't stand him. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, going from worst to best, I think we kind of covered it going into this question, but what was the best match in this final year for Cena? I think I already know the answer.
I one of my favorites is definitely SummerSlam. The actual match
Okay.
itself. Um, but even that last match he had against AJ Styles was definitely memorable. Um, but if I'm gonna choose one, if I have to choose one, I'm gonna go with SummerSlam.
Okay. Comes back, the face turn, the lights. Oh,
It was just like, I mean, if you're gonna drop the title a certain way, that's how you drop the title.
I
Didn't
agree.
need Brock Lesnar, but
No,
yeah, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that whole entire moment when he basically just had that, like right as Cody wins the championship, that was a moment. You, but it also shows as far as like where everybody sits there and shits on Cena as far as how he handles business. You can't be mad because the one thing about it, even throughout the years when you had the U.S. Open
open
Challenge,
challenge.
he literally gave you where people would say, "Oh, he would bury a accident." No, he's giving you an opportunity. Kevin Owens.
Sami
Does
Zayn.
anybody remember that? I mean, he won. If I remember
Yeah.
correct. So he gives people opportunities to show off their talent. So why the hell not? I mean, he's one of the yeah, he may win the match, but you saw talent coming up. And he even showed like a 5 year span, he didn't win.
Nope.
You seen now what WWE did with the talent afterwards, he has no control over, but he put them on. Did he or not?
He did.
Yeah. So there you go.
That he did. Well, speaking of opportunity, I like how you use that word because this rolls over and segues into this last question talking about turnbuckles with Cena. Obviously, December, Madison or not Madison, Washington D.C. Saturday night's main event. John Cena's last wrestling match. We'll see that if the shenanigans forwards that. But who would you choose as his last opponent if you were to retire him come December? This man's got to retire Cena, and that propels him to stardom. Who are you picking?
I get to pick whoever from any not just WWE, any promotion, correct?
Let's do two. Let's do one in any promotion, and then your other one. Let's stick in the company.
Okay. If I'm going with out of the company, I'm going Edge because that's the last rivalry that he had that Edge needed to be a bad guy and he needed that opponent. Cena was the good guy and he needed that opponent. I feel like as a wrestling fan, Edge would be the best person to go ahead and have to retire him. And then if you were to come back, even because I don't know his contract situation, I heard rumors about he potentially could come back, but I mean, also, I don't know the situation, so I'm not going to go ahead and go too deep into it. But it's the fact that he actually has like, he would be the perfect bad guy for him. And I mean, we've seen it over the years. If we're talking about a person who is in the company, I would love to see this. I just don't know if Triple H has the balls to do it. Obafemi.
Oh,
I would love to see it.
Darula.
Triple H just doesn't have the balls to do it.
No, no.
He's not going to do it. I mean, but I'm telling you, I mean, you seen if you want to put somebody over, the person to retire him, oh, Obafemi. I mean, you've seen his dominant reign over the. I mean, me and my boys was sitting there watching Obafemi in NXT, and we were just looking at this guy like, dude, he's ready now. And this was like a year and a half ago. And just to see that he's working, I mean, this when people say when because we all know the NIL situation with the
Hmm.
WWE, people think that he was when they say he went to Alabama, they're thinking he's a football player. He's not a football player. The shot was he the shot put he was on track and field.
It was one of the two.
It's dude, he's not, and he's not a sprinter or he doesn't run the long run. What's the name? Cross country, and this motherfucker is
Yeah, it was shot put. It was shot put.
shot put. He's a shot putter.
Oh, there's even more. Hold on. There's shot put, and then he's won SEC titles for a successful collegiate track and field career too. Man, it's dual sport.
I mean, come on. He's only had, I want to say, probably 30 matches in his career. 30 something. 30 something. I mean, I'm just spitballing.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a he hasn't done wrestling before. He hasn't had the resume that like he won the NXT title in 20 something matches. That just shows that he's a star on the rise. And if you're
Yep.
gonna use him correctly, you get Obafemi
Hmm.
and you ride the wave to see it. Like if you really want to do this and do this correctly, Obafemi.
I agree. I looked it up. He has a total of 94 matches spanning from November 2022, but that's that first year when he's in level up and NXT development, he's slowly getting there, and obviously he's on house shows. But I think televised he's done roughly 30 to 40. But yeah,
Mhm.
I'm with you on that one. Yeah,
He's a star in the
a
making.
star. As Booker T would say, a star.
Hmm.
I would agree with Obafemi. That was going to be my pick. The only other person I could see them doing because of the way they're trajectorying this group is Braun Breaker.
I could see that.
Is you kill Cena, you put his ass out the door, you send him packing. You build that momentum going into Rumble. Even if Braun doesn't win the Rumble, he go on to win Elimination Chamber and do something because they love them as a Braun Breaker. And so do we, but
No, I mean, I love Braun.
yeah,
And it is a crazy thing. He's more of his uncle than his dad.
yeah.
That's the crazy thing. Like, and his dad was amazing, but it was just like, dude, like his personality is definitely his uncle. He's fat. That that alone, like, I mean, if you know, you know. But no,
Well,
it
if you,
definitely,
yeah,
yeah. So it's definitely. I wouldn't mind seeing Braun Breaker be the one, but I'm telling you, if you want to go ahead and show how he does, Triple H does not have the balls to do it.
no.
And I want to see this happen, but he's not going to do
It,
it.
the only situation I see that happening with Triple H and then move on to the second T is if for whatever reason Rock comes out, he says, "Hey, if you lose this match, you're done." But this is my big enforcer. This is my big ace up the sleeve. This is someone whose power you've never seen, and it's Obafemi. Like use him as like a heavy for Rock because Rock is now paper thin.
I'm sorry. I have to say, don't put Dwayne in this situation.
They
Dwayne
might.
always wants to be the face of things, and then when the shit just doesn't turn out the way the fans want, he always just deflects to something else. I've lost a lot of respect wrestling wise for Dwayne over the years, and I'm not gonna get on my soapbox because this is not my show. Um, we're gonna save that for another time. but but no, like I do not want Dwayne to do anything wrestling wise. Dude, stick to your movies, stick to stop juicing. Just go ahead and just do what makes you money. Your daughter's doing a really good job. And I love for what's the name? Wasn't a great wrestler, but damn it, she could put on. She knows how to be a great GM.
Yep,
I,
yep,
I
yep.
I love what she's doing over there. But yeah,
Yeah. I only said Rock because he's gonna want to put his hands on something to finish
that,
the thing up.
don't keep your hands to yourself, please. Don't do it. We
Actually,
we don't need it. That's another
some
thing we don't need.
yeah, we don't. One thing we also don't need, moving on to touchdowns, with our beloved Washington Commanders. As of recording, we're obviously going to Sunday Night Football against Seattle Seahawks, who are a very good team, led by Sam Darnold and the best receiver right now in football, in Jackson Smith and Jigba. This team concerns me purely because of all the injuries. I want to start with the main one, being Terry McLaurin. Obviously, he re-aggravates his quad injury coming off that pathetic performance against the Kansas City Chiefs. He's already been confirmed out for Sunday. I know what I would do. Should Washington just shut Terry down, put him
Yes,
on IR, and like
yes.
let the season ride?
At this point, Terry has nothing to prove to this organization. I said it when he was getting re-signed. You've done every single thing that you could possibly do for this organization. We would love to see you go to the next step as far as becoming an NFL elite receiver, but it's not going to be this year. You finally got a quarterback, but this is just not the year. We wanted to see you get over 1,000 yards, but this is not the year. For whatever reason, the football guys hate us. They don't want us to be great. I'm so pissed off at the fact that how we've been. I've even thought about blaming Dan Snyder, and he had nothing to do with this.
Nope.
It's been that much of a roller coaster ride of
You're
emotion,
you're
dude.
ready to default to settings.
I've never got up and out the house during the halftime to just walk. That Dallas game, I literally just said, "F this." I just I can't do this. Like it's and this is just my whole entire opinion about not just Terry, the whole team. Just end it. If we don't win this game against them, just put a wrap this thing up and just you because at this point I don't I know I could be a little cynical. I do realize that this is just a fandom talking. This is not the analyst, football analyst Herb Bridges talking. This is the fan. I know, and shout out to Lake Lewis was telling us like you need to if you're gonna do this, you need to make sure that you have your fan emotions separate from your actual from your news reporter style of being talking about the game. Fan emotions. Put a fork in the season. Is done. We're not beating Seattle. And if we beat Seattle, we still have to go ahead and you only have one more game left to lose. After that one game, you cannot lose no more. And you still have to play the Vikings as up and down as they've been. You still have to play the Broncos. You still have to play the Eagles twice. You still have to play the Cowboys again. This
Giants.
season, and I forgot the Giants. And even they're depleted. This whole entire season as a whole has been a nightmare because it's just like you get this team, the Redskins football team Commanders, over the years have been Lucy from what's the name? Charlie Brown with the goddamn football. And for those of you, for you young, for all the youngins out there, ask your mom, your dad, your grandpa, your uncle, your aunt,
Ask him.
what Lucy is with the football. Charlie Brown constantly just when you get they give me hope, and I feel like I could go ahead and kick that ball, and then they let it up right underneath, just somersault in the air and just fall on my back every time. This is that organization. We don't like good things. We don't like turnovers. We don't like the forced turnovers. We no I only one fumble recovered all year. We finally have an offensive line that's really good, but the one sack that they give up hurts injures our quarterback. Yeah, it's we get a really good duo in the receivers. They can't stay together for
Nope.
more than 2 games. I'm sorry, 3 games. 3 games. We're in week 9. 3 games.
33%.
Oh my God, this is I just it makes me want to drink bleach right now. It really does. It's yeah. My fan emotion just says if you do not win this game, just put a X on the C. I understand that no, you need to be able to have JD5 in there for the rest of the season. Not only just because you want to go ahead and build his confidence in the for the rest of the season. He has actually not played bad this year. He has not been able to. Yeah, he's had a couple games that were not great, but it also is like, dude, I can't count that Cowboys game because your number one, number two, and number three receivers are out. You're throwing to. It doesn't matter if you have Tom Brady. Well, then again, Tom Brady actually found a way to make practice squad players look amazing. Julian Edelman has a Hall of Fame potential career and never had a Pro Bowl because of Tom Brady. But name another quarterback who can actually make practice star players look good that can't catch the ball. Name another. What's the name? Name another. You can't do this by yourself as a quarterback. It doesn't matter if you're Michael Vick and have Peyton Manning throwing ability. You can't do this by yourself. I mean, it's not going to work.
Nope.
I mean, and then on top of that, you've been sacked too many times. You've been and half of it is not it's not a detrimental to the offensive line. It's just there's been spotty quarterback play at times, but then you show like, hey, give me the Chargers game, give me the Giants game, give me
The Raiders.
the Raiders game. Well, no, not the Raiders. That was Mariota.
Oh, the
What's the name? I would even
Falcons?
say the Bears game up until those. I give you the first interception, but the crucial fumbling.
Yeah.
Take away the fumbling part. He actually had a great game. So I mean, passing the ball, you had 3 touchdowns to 1 interception. But yeah, it's just. I mean, my thing is this: he hasn't had the year that he had, but of course, people are gonna go ahead and do the same thing they did to C.J. Stroud last year, this year.
Hmm.
He didn't he didn't do so good. It was a second year slump. The dude went to the second round of the playoffs and lost to the eventual AFC champions. How is that a slump? And please, if that's a slump, sign me up.
Please. Now,
We have not gone to back-to-back playoffs since the Reagan administration. Let that sink in for a bit. Not the Bill Clinton, not the Bush. I'm sorry, no, it was the Bush administration, the first Bush senior.
even so.
We're talking about early '90s was the last time
Hmm.
that we actually went to playoffs back to back. Let that sit in for a second. So,
I think that was our that Super Bowl season right after, right?
yep, The year after our Super Bowl run, we have not been in the playoffs back to back since then. Not even talking about like, hey, we won the division back to back. It's we have not been to the playoffs back to back. The football gods hate us for whatever reason. I don't know if we slept with one of their girlfriends or whatever. It's just the football gods do not like us.
We got really, really happy for one season. They said that's all you get.
But here's the thing. I will go ahead and say this, and this is where I turn my fandom off and actually look at this from an analyst's eyes. You look at the great teams that's out there, your Eagles, your
Chiefs.
49ers, you look who else you said?
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Like their GMs have been with this same team for 10, like damn near 10 years plus. They've built the team. You have to get, as much as we want to give him credit and then shit on him this year, Adam Peters has only been with this team for count them, 2 years. He's taking you to an NFC championship game. Found a way to he put together a shit roster and turned it into a chicken sandwich. And I'm talking about like those good chicken sandwich. I ain't talking about like the chick. Not we ain't talking about the Wendy's chicken sandwich. We talking about a
Chick-fil-A.
gourmet. No, a gourmet. Not even Chick-fil-A. He turned it into a gourmet chicken sandwich. And I mean that just one of those type of joints. And I mean for you to go ahead and put that roster together, everybody said that this was a roster that's not going to get you to. And what did they do in the playoffs last year? You beat the what's the name? Not Broncos. I'm sorry, the Buccaneers, in their house. You took out the number 1 seed in their house, and for about 7 minutes in the NFC Championship game, you actually had a shot to beat them. And we're not going to break up the score again. I will
refuse.
I refuse to do it, and I will hurt somebody if somebody makes me have to say that again. But no, all jokes aside, it was definitely, you have to give him grace, because when was the last time you've been to, I'm sorry, John, were you even alive the last time we went to an NFC Championship?
No.
Exactly. That silence is deafening, because I was in 6th grade. No, I was 6 years old the last time we won the Super Bowl. 6. And I don't even remember that game. I don't. I only know some of the moments from it because America's Game. That's the only reason why I know. Other than that, I can't tell you a damn thing, because I wasn't there. I was alive, but I wasn't there. So, and it's just, you have to give them grace. You have to give them time. It's not sustainable to just go ahead and just think that this is going to be a situation. Now, granted, you had the what's the name of it? You had the injury bug. The injury bug is the MVP this year,
Man.
because they're taking out people left and right.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. The amount of injuries that we have had. Because I talked about this on the Burgundy Breakdown, myself, Reedy, Ziawan Guy, talking sports on YouTube 2 weeks ago. I went down the Commanders rabbit hole between free agent signings, draft picks. Outside of the free agent signings, Marcus Mariota and Javon Kinlaw, every single one of them is either hurt or released. You can't find Igbenogany anywhere. I said this throughout camp. Michael Gallup was a camp body, and that was it. He amounted to nothing, and I've lost more weight than he had plays for the Commanders. You can't find half of our edge rushers because they're all injured. Javonte Jean-Baptiste, Dietrich Wise, Preston Smith is an absolute non-factor. Von Miller took a contract and then went back to the Bahamas. Jacob Martin's the only credible one, and he's at 3.5 sacks in 8 games.
2 sacks this last game.
Yep.
So I mean, it's you can't do. I mean, first things first, you got to realize, as far as where some people will go out there and say like, AP didn't pick up. You didn't pick up a running back, a big enough running back. You didn't pick up a receiver. You didn't pick up a defensive end. He only had 5 picks, and you have to nail every single one of them. And let's look at those picks. Connolly Jr. He's having a up and down year, but
I
I
give it a
mean,
B.
yeah, dude, you had a murderous roll of your first three games. You had Brian Burns, what's his name,
Dexter
Michael
Lawrence,
Parsons,
Michael Parsons.
and then you have Max Crosby as your first three games. All premier defensive ends, all premier defense pass rushers. You seen what Michael Parsons did to the Steelers the
Cardinals
other day.
and Steelers.
Yeah. So I mean, let's just look at that.
Yep.
And he's a rookie. Okay, so he's been good. He's been up and down, but I mean, for the most part, he's been good. He's improved on his run blocking. He's improved on his pass blocking. He has been pretty damn good. Number two, his best pick this year, Trey Amos. He has been locked down. I mean, I don't think he's had a bad game this year. Now, is it like he's getting a interception, a highlight film joint? No, he hasn't. He's only had like, and even his worst game, he gave up what maybe like two catches for like 28 yards
I
as
actually
his
looked at
worst
it.
game.
I looked at it. The worst game he had, he let up five receptions on seven targets for about 65 yards and a touchdown.
That was his worst game. Other than that, what's the next worst game?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll wait. But for the sake of time, yeah.
Yep.
That was his worst game. That was his absolute worst game. You look at some of the games he had against Green Bay, had a really good game. You look at this, even as far as this last game against the Chiefs, he had a good game,
A really good pass deflection.
a really good one. He has actually been spot on this year. He is not a problem. He's a hit. He should have been a first round pick. Then you go to the next one, Jalen Lane, up and down. So hey, but he's a rookie. Yeah, he's looked good on special teams, other than that one play against the Chiefs. You look at the next one, Kane Madrano. He has not been able to really get on the field
At all.
at all. And I mean, and I give that credit to your defensive coordinator for not putting him in.
Yep.
We don't know how he is. We only know he's decent on special teams. And then the last one, we don't know because he can't get any run blocking because everybody is putting 8 in the box every single time because we have no receivers to open it up. So
Or
it is,
credible tight ends.
or credible ones. No, we ain't. We finally had a Ben Sinnott sighting this past week, and that was it.
For 22 yards.
And that's it.
Which, hey, I've been a Ben Sinnott guy since last year. Me and Josh Taylor, we did the scouting reports. Me and Adam did the scouting reports. I was a fan of Ben Sinnott. This season should have been when you slowly work in Ben Sinnott. This should have been the season that you say, hey, Zach, we know you're expiring contract wise. We know you're getting older. Let's see what Ben Sinnott can do. This was the first game I have found him since Ben Sinnott made that play in the NFC Championship game on special teams where Tressway throws the pass. Other than that, Sinnott's been blocking his tail off because Bates got injured. But then Bates made an 8-yard reception this past game against the Chiefs. Cliff and Joe Witt, I'll go on a tangent here for just a second. Both these coordinators have lost faith in a lot of Commanders, community. More so Witt than Cliff. But Cliff, if this is what a Cliff looks like, I'm not going rock climbing anytime soon.
I'm gonna tell you this. The only reason why both of them got a reception is because it was tight ends day. It was
Yeah.
tight ends weekend. Other than that, I mean, seriously, I've called this before the season. Week 5 should have been the transition to having Ben Sinnott, who is your second round draft pick. He's been spectacular in the blocking game, but you have to make that change. I don't give a fuck if it doesn't work or not. You have to go ahead and put him in there to see what you have. I mean, and he was wide open for that one pass and went and scattered down. He is when it comes down to the speed of him, he's about the same as Zach Ertz. But damn it, Zach has had a career getting open and being able to do. He has 800 receptions in his career, 802 to be exact. But you have to give him opportunities. You can't just have him out there and not throw the ball to him. If you want to, I understand you gotta go with your first target, your first option on the routes. But damn it, give him an opportunity. Give him one. We don't know what he got until we. I mean, because that's the one thing that I'm really trying to figure out as far as Cliff is concerned. Dude, you show us like, hey, we can go ahead and open up the bag and everything. You seen the whole entire like even seeing what's his name Luke McCaffrey just has been balling out this year.
Yes, sir.
You have to give him the opportunity. We won't know how good he is until you let him do it. I mean, yes, you give people opportunities who actually have been who has been busting their ass to go ahead and get opportunity for them. Okay, he blocked his ass off for so many games. Give him a target. Give him 2 targets. And if he doesn't catch it, then hey, you go back to where you are, into the
Yep.
abyss, to where you belong for the passing routes. But at the same time, look, you got to be able to give him an opportunity.
Gotta do something.
But going back to what I said, as far as this year, you've nailed Connerly, you nailed Amos, you nailed what's his name, Bill. When you get good blocking, out of 5, you're not gonna hit it. There's only been one team who has been able to pull off every single draft pick, and as the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 70s when they had the steel curtain. Because if I'm not mistaken, I forget the year that it was, but it was, you had Lynn Swan, you had what's the name, their linebacker that has the missing teeth, Lambert. You nailed every single one. Because if I'm not mistaken, out of those 6 picks, 4 of them are Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
You don't hit like that on every single draft in one complete draft class. You're gonna have some where you're gonna be hit or miss. It's the unknown unless you have unless you have a crystal ball, or you have the situation where you can go on Madden and look at their ratings and pick every single top one that you have on it. You're not gonna be able to actually have the answer to every single one of them. And even still, if you have the answer, the coaching staff has to still find it.
Yeah.
So we have to give him grace after this year. Like, look, you got, and let's just keep it a buck. He came in last year. All his scouting was for the 49ers. So he wasn't even, he's even said, I wasn't even looking at JD until I got hired. Yes, last year was the first time that they actually went ahead and had a whole year to look at quality players. But then again, they really couldn't look at all of them because we only have 5 picks. And then on top of that, we were picking 29th.
Late.
It wasn't like you were picking the cream of the crop. You weren't. You had a great year. So your success ended up being the failure for this year. And yeah, it gave us something to look forward to with JD, but at the same time, he needs to finally get in his bag like he was with the 49ers, with the Broncos, with the Patriots, all those years finding talent. So he has to get back to work. But we have to give him grace. You found all of these players during during the free agency. You have to be able to find the best people for him to go ahead and have a great to find people in the draft. I mean, we only have 6 picks in the draft.
This year, first, a third, a fifth, 2, 6, and a 7th.
And now you got to figure out how to go ahead and get a 5th. You got 3 people. If you don't win this game, Deron Payne has been a great career over here in Washington. I don't know if he's a Ring of Honor guy, but he's definitely had some flashes over here. But you're having a great season. I gotta trade you somewhere. I gotta go ahead and look out for the team for next year. Ben Coleman, I'm sorry, Brandon Coleman. Dude, you're still young, but I gotta give you a walking papers. I need draft picks. Noah Igbenogany, you're still young. You're 25. You have your whole career ahead of you. You showed that you could play in this league. I'm trading you to somebody good. And here's one person that I know some people might be skeptical about doing it with. Bobby Wagner. It's
Yep,
been fun, but I'm gonna give you grace and hey, Colts, you need you need a draft pick. I got an aging vet that is a Hall of Famer that could get you some plays. Here you go. Give me some draft picks.
I agree.
So it's something to look for. I mean, it's something that you have to really sit there and think about. You have to, at this point, you have to think about the future because not only do you need a defensive end, you need a receiver. And with you being letting go of Deron Payne, I'm sorry, Jason Newton, you have not shown me anything that much this year to
Mm.
the pop that pops. So I got to go ahead and figure out who's going to be your running mate for the next couple for the future. I need to figure out what's going to happen as far as getting another linebacker in there because Bobby's gone. Luvu's on his last year of his contract next year. Cornerback wise, I need to figure out who's going to be Sanders Steele and Amos's running mate because yeah, you had an interception, Southeast Sean, but dude, you haven't done anything all year.
That's it.
We're comparing you to Benjamin St. Juice. Let that sit in.
Here's what makes that point even worse. I'm sorry, wrap things up. Choose for all things considered, because I talk with Taylor, Electric Edge podcast. Every time Juice makes a good play, she texts me. She's done that 6 times already, including 2 interceptions.
I hate this. I hate this life. This
And
dude,
not
he's only had one career interception as and I don't and I want people to listen to this. Benjamin St. Juice has had one interception, not his whole NFL career. He hasn't had an interception in high school, college, and got one interception here in the NFL. He was ass doodle juice
Basura.
basuda dumpster fire here in Washington. It has 2 interceptions in the NFL. The very next year.
On limited snaps too, as long as he's playing all the snaps, he's on
Oh my
limited
God.
snap duty.
How? How?
I'm pulling up his stats just to make sure I said 2 correctly.
I'd
'Cause I
pull out
remember
my hair if I had some.
start pulling out that beard. We gotta
Nah,
start.
I need the beard. I need the beard. So no.
Yeah. So here's the stat. So I misspoke. 1 interception. My apologies. Just one.
He
16.
still had one.
Yeah. 16 solo tackles, 1 assist, 5 stops, an interception, a 73.3 passer rating, which is way better than Marshawn's. He is a 78.0% run defense, 72 overall. This puts him. He's a mid corner right now.
The fact that he's mid is a problem.
Because if I compare it to 2024, his overall was 47.4.
The fact that he's mid is a problem because he's ass.
Mm-hmm. You want to know how you want to know the passer rating Juice had his last year in Washington?
Just go ahead, man.
107.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Turnbuckles and Touchdowns. You guys have a wonderful night. It's been real.
It's been fun.
It's just God.
We gotta go drink our sorrows away here on TNT.
And I have nothing else.
That's how you know it's a problem when we were doing so well and the minute players leave, they perform outside of Derek Forrest. But yeah, that's a problem.
No, that's just that. That's his thing. Because John, you're only what 23?
3.
Yeah, I'm 40. I don't remember the glory years. My glory years is Clinton Portis, Chris Cooley, and Sean Taylor, mixed with Santana Moss. As much as I love those guys, they never gave us a championship run.
Nope.
As much as I love those guys, they did not give me glory football. They did not give me the 1 year that I had last year. So we're witnessing this together because For those of you who and shout out to Rio Robinson, and shout out to his Lil Rio. Little Rio came on as a Commanders fan last year. He was spoiled. Now he's getting a crash course in being a Commanders fan.
Yep.
Look, buddy, this builds character. I'm tired. At this point, I'm tired of character development. I want to win. I don't want to. I don't want this anymore. I
This
want
is
what
this is
I want what the goddamn Chiefs have right now. Okay, I've been with this team. At times, I question my fandom. At times, I'm saying they should be paying me to watch this shit. Yeah, I mean, just to see the behind the scenes dumpster fires, the essays, the what's the name, the money moving and laundering and all this other BS that they've been doing behind the scenes,
the Congress.
the Congress hearings, the list goes on and on. And I'm gonna wrap this up because we both have to get ready to roll.
Yep.
But the fact that we had last year, it gives you hope. And the one thing I have to say, I will give credit to Josh Harris. He is one of those type of those GM, those owners who would let the GM work, figure it out. He's not going to be impatient like a Daniel Snyder was. He's not going to be meddling like a Dan Snyder was. He lets you figure it out. So I have to give him credit for. He's like, at this point, dude, I'm worrying about building the stadium. You worry about the team, fix this, and we'll get to it.
Correct, Mungo.
I just feel like we have, as much as we crap on him when he's not doing good with AP, you have to go ahead and give him grace because he's only been doing this with this team, and he's been a full-time GM for 2 seasons, where you have the what's the name, the Eagles, the Chiefs, the name another great
Bills.
the Bills. They've been doing this for the last like 7 to 10 years. You have to give them grace. As much as you can shit on them for this year, but you have to give them grace.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
and
But
that is a tyrant.
we could go if this was a soapbox and this was a live show, we could go on for another 3 hours talking about this team's just roster overall. But as you said, we got to get ready for work, guys. Thank you for tuning into TNT here on YouTube and on Spotify. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Trying to grow this channel as much as we can, especially if I want to keep this thing going. Listening on Spotify, hit that follow button. Let me know how I did and how I can get better on this thing. But Herb, thank you for coming on and expressing our disappointment in this team already, as this is only week 9.
Anytime, man. I'm here 24/7 whenever you need me to get on here. Shout out to the guy who made that intro, by the way. So
Yeah, I was about to
he
say.
did a damn good job to it too, by the way. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if y'all want a really good intro or outro like that, I will drop the OTB Cash App down in the description so y'all can go donate and give him some good payments because this was an absolute piece of work that I needed done and he absolutely knocked it out of the park.
Anytime, man. No, seriously. Jokes aside, I love talking about my 2 favorite things. That has nothing to do with my life. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely good to always talk about this stuff. So yeah, anytime you need me, just bring me on.
Hey, we'll do. Guys, like I said, like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube. Hit that follow button on Spotify. I'll see y'all next week. From BH and JD, we out. See y'all out there.